Welcome, my dear friends. Myself, Professor Dr. Rajendra Raghuveer Deshpande from Pune, Maharashtra State, India, would like to welcome you all in my Ayurveda Academy YouTube channel. As you know that I am MD in Ayurvedic medicine and MD in Ayurvedic physiology. For paid online consultation, you can have WhatsApp on 922681060. My dear friends, we are discussing the different health problems and the Ayurvedic aspect regarding that disease. Today, we are going to discuss about one of the arthritis problem, which is called as a gout, and the Ayurvedic perspective or the Ayurvedic management and Ayurvedic angle for that particular disease. My dear friends, now my presentation style is being changing because now you will get the more and more subtitles or the captions for each of my video in different languages. Please make a setting on your mobile to make that captions on. Unless and until you make the captions on, you cannot see those particular subtitles. Subtitles, you have the choice to select English, Hindi, Marathi, even the German, Italian, and Spanish languages. So the subtitles will be appear over here, and so that many people will be get benefited because of my videos. So let us start to discuss about this gout problem, where the predominant first symptom or the sign is inflammation. This is most probably acute type of the condition. When all of a sudden there is an inflammation of the toe. Can you see over here? And this is the problem of that toffee. That is, the crystals are what you can say settled in that particular joint, and then a red colored painful inflammation appear on the hand or on the leg, that is a toe, okay, or the thumb, and then otherwise other joint also a little bit affected. This is according to Ayurveda because of the inflammation and all the pathology is related with the pitta imbalance. Too much ushna, tikshna, hot and penetrating properties of the pitta are aggravated, and that's why this particular protein metabolism is get affected. In this, most of the management is pitta shamak, and there you get the this type of the kadha, Kokilaksham Kashayam, that is a decoction, which is the best medicine to relieve the problem of the gout. My dear friends, as this is a problem of the pitta predominant, then naturally the person should follow the anti-pitta food and anti-pitta lifestyle. Let us see the details about this problem, gout. This gout is a metabolic disorder in which joints become inflamed because the body is unable to eliminate excess of the what you can say the uric acid, and that's why in your blood uric acid level is always increased. For example, normally 2.7 to 7.3 milligram per 100 ml for the female is a normal range. When it is more than 7.3, that indicates something the problem with metabolic disorder. Then in the male, that is 4.0 to 8.5 milligram per 100 ml, this is the level of uric acid. This excess uric acid crystallizes in the joints and destroy the cartilage and soft tissue around that joint. Naturally, that particular toe or the thumb becomes extremely painful, tender, inflamed, red, and warm to touch. Gout usually starts with the inflammation of the big toe or the thumb. High fever, because pitta is there, is usually present in the acute stage. Later, of course, other joints become affected. Often, skin rashes and allergic symptoms are present with severe itching or a change in the color of the skin. There may be, because of the pitta, excessive sweating. Sometimes absolutely no sweating. That means the sweating control has been lost, severe pain in the bones and muscles. Gout may be superficial or gout can be deep. Superficial gout primarily affects the skin which becomes red with a dark cast, painful, hot to touch, and intensely itchy. In Ayurveda, gout problem can be compared with Vata Rakta disease mentioned in Ayurveda. So in Vata Rakta, there are also two types, Uttana Vata Rakta and Gambhira Vata Rakta. These are the Sanskrit words, don't get afraid. Uttana Vata Rakta is a superficial gout and Gambhira Vata Rakta is a deep gout which is affecting bones, nerves, and the muscles, that is, deep tissues of the body. That's what here we have mentioned, that Vatarakta in Ayurveda, where impaired blood, impure blood, and aggravated Vata are the primarily causes of gout. However, aggravated Pitta and Kapha has in association sometimes. Whenever there is a Vata aggravation, Vata association with gout, of course, Pitta will be there, but pain is the main factor because pain is always related with the Vata. During the later stage of the disease, contractures develop in the fingers. When the blood is severely impaired, not functioning properly, pain and edema will be present. Now, Pitta association is a predominant because Pitta and blood, Rakta, are also very much related with each other. Pitta aggravation causes excessive sweating, thirst, and fever in addition to the joint complaints. If this particular condition is not properly treated, complications because of the Pitta, there may be complication of gangrene, there may be complication of ulcer or permanent contractures. So, what to do with the diet when the person is having gout? Eat light diet, which is very easy to digest. Avoid all foods which can aggravate vata and impure the blood. Often these food contain purines. For example, red meat, organ meats, some seafood, and most beans are dangerous for the gout problem. Avoid fried foods, alcohol, tobacco, and any food having sour or pungent taste, because these tastes are making pitta vitiation, as well as avoid the over exposure to the hot, damp, and excessive cold places. In addition, there will be some externally application, like for example, medicated oil prepared from the guduchi, that is Giloy, Tinospora cordifolia, or Pinda Tail is very specific for the Vata Rakta, that means gout problem as well as rheumatoid arthritis problem. What can be the good herbs for the gout? Internally, ghee medicated with guduchi. Remember, guduchi Tinospora cordifolia is the best medicine for gout as well as rheumatoid arthritis. So, this particular ghee, medicated ghee, 1 teaspoon 3 times in a day, or simple combination of 250 milligram gugulu with 250 milligram of guduchi with warm water for 15 days. In India, 3 specific herbs are used for gout problem. One is guduchi, second is Kokilaksha, and third is Suranjana. Western herbs like marshmallow, turmeric, calamus, and mullein, these can be used for gout problem. Any of these herbs, 100 milligram twice a day for 15 days, can reduce the acute inflammation. Now, if the association of kapha is there, then only pitta, know this medicine. But whenever gout is associated mainly with the kapha, take one marking nut, that is Semicarpus anacardium. Cut that marking nut in 4 pieces. Boil one piece in a 1 cup of milk for 10 minutes. That is called as a medicated milk. Drink the milk only. That is a bhallatak siddh dugdh. This is the Sanskrit word. That means milk processed with marking nut. But this is very, very, very hot. So, and also having the property of hot. So be careful giving this marking nut bhallataka to the people with pitta constitution who may be allergic to that particular marking nut. Better way I will suggest, don't use marking nut whenever the pitta dominant prakriti or pitta dominant gout condition is there. Don't use the semicarpus anacardium. Whenever there is a kapha association, it's okay. If suitable, takes the medicine for 3 weeks. Now, when there is a kapha and vata association is more in the gout, one can use the amrita bhallataka avaleha. Avaleha is a jam. Amrita bhallataka avaleha. Amruta is a guduchi, Tinospora cordifolia. This jam is prepared from the marking nut and guduchi. 1 teaspoon in the morning for 15 days. Purification procedures are also recommended for all types of gout. As I have mentioned that gout is a pitta dominant. So to detoxify vitiated pitta, one can do the medicated purgation, that is Virechana Chikitsa, Ayurvedic detox therapy, or another detox therapy, Panchakarma, is a bloodletting or Rakta Mokshana. Then patients of this gout problem should avoid all the food which can vitiate Vat and Rakta. They should not work near the hot places. And these particular patients of gout should also avoid to go into the extreme cold places. Avoid sour, pungent, fried foods which can disturb pitta and rakta, and red meat, alcohol and tobacco also should not be taken. As far as possible, avoid working in the cold and damp places. Now, last but not least, in every, what you can say, the medical condition, yoga, pranayam, these are the useful therapies to be taken the help of. While the joints are inflamed, yoga postures are painful. In these cases, in acute condition, don't do stretching yoga postures. Practice pranayam, deep breathing while sitting in a chair. When the pain lessens, gradually start practicing purification breath for the subtle channels to help get rid of ama or toxin. Then start practicing palm tree sequence and triangle pose to stretch the spine slowly and steadily. Later, one patient can include posture variations adapted to the affected joints. But I will recommend that yoga, pranayam should be started after learning from the authentic yoga teacher. In general, gradually increasing the time spent in inverted postures of yoga. Begin by gently practicing wind freezing pose and upward leg pose. Then inverted action and supported shoulder stand can be done under the guidance of yoga teacher. Twisting postures are useful provided they are done very softly and gently. Emphasize gently adaptations of the cat pose. Purification breathing is also called as a Nadi Shodhana Pranayam or alternate nostril breathing. This is done till the ama gets detoxified. Avoid the strong poses or holding postures for more than 20 seconds until your ama or the toxin is not been cleared. Ashwini Mudra twice a day in easy pose while lying on the back with knees bent or any comfortable sitting position is good. My dear friends, this is a short perspective of Ayurveda with relation to the gout. If anybody of the my fan or the viewer are having physical or psychological any problem, health problem, you can take the help of Ayurveda Academy's expert team of the doctors with paid consultation. For that, you have to do the WhatsApp 9226810630. Disclaimer: always seek the advice of the physician or a doctor whenever and whatever is necessary. My dear friends, if you are interested to hear such type of the Ayurvedic perspective with the different health conditions, please like this video, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next condition, medical condition, and Ayurvedic perspective. Thank you.